Okay, let's just get straight in it, shall we? We have bad memories of Apple Meadow. May you all rest in lots and lots of pieces. Rest in pieces. Amen. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to be looking at somewhere different. Let's go to a different biome for a change. Now, realistically, all of this is going to look... I'm looking at it and think it's going to be very difficult. There's no doubt in my mind about that. We've looked at this kind of area. This looks swampy. I'm interested in this place. Looking at the blues and the greens going on. Woodhaven looks like my jam. You know, we've got massive cliffs, rocks, huge forests. I mean, this place here would be perfect for a settlement, so that's where we're going. And we're going to go here. Yep, we're going to go here. I'm not sure what all that blue is. Maybe that's crystal. Let's find out. Now, placement initially is so important. Another mistake I made last time was up-leveling our camp so quickly as well. That's not what we need to do. Okay, so I want to turn the tips off to start off with. How does one do that? Who knows? Anyway, here we go. So, looking here then, we can use this area for water. And this area is dirt. We're not really interested in dirt. We've also got trees there. So, if I place my camp somewhat central, like that. Okay, that's what we're going to do then. We are going to make sure we have anything here abandoned nearby. Housing. So we're going to have that. None of that's in range, is it? That's a bit crappy. That's fine. We can get there eventually. So first thing I want to do then, we want to get a lumberyard kind of up and running. So let's go to... No, come on. I've got this. Harvesting. Here we go. Lumber shack. So we can place the lumber shack, and it might be worth us sticking the lumber shack just here, which is good. And here we go. Let's see what these are. Workers. Yep, we know about the workers, and we know about harvesting resources, because we need to make sure that we've got this set. Okay. We can start off with these here, and in fact, we'll allow them to harvest all of this. Like that. Similarly, we also need to get ourselves some rock mined. Now, I'm going to put the rock mining as... Oh, I can't. I'm going to have to stick it down here, which is fine. This is more rocky than anything, isn't it? So we'll stick that here. That's cool also. And then we can select all of this here as a mining area for rock. That's fine. Okay, this looks like what? Crystals. They're an interesting colour, aren't they? Not what they used to be. So we're getting the rock kind of mined up here, which is cool. We also need to think about a farm. Let's get a farm put down as well. So here we go, harvesting. Not interested in crystal harvesting just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for... Is there food? Where's the food one gone? If I just gone past it, yeah, food and water. Farm. Super. Right, let's get our farm down. So that's the rock there. I'm gonna put the farm a little bit further down here, as close to the water as we can. Simply because we need to get the water to the farm in order for it to water effectively. We also then, with that in mind, we're going to need a rain catcher. We'll stick that here. We're also going to need a fountain. Just to double check that's what we want. Rain catcher or water? Oh, well, okay, yes it does. Yep, so we can have that. And we're also going to need a water purifier, because we need to change the dirty water into proper water, and that can be sat there. And finally, we'll have the well in order to help it, well, to get stuff on the go, really. So this is going to be our water base. Stick all that there. So that's going to be all of the water. We've got, hopefully we're going to have wood kicking off in a second. They're just building all those parts, so that's fine. So now I need to think about making the houses. They need somewhere to live before they start kicking off. So in order to go to our housing, we're going to have normal houses. And for that, I'm going to stick it quite central. So it's 4 per house. Is it still 4? Is it 4 per house? Yeah, 4. We've got 14, so if we have 4 houses for now, we'll do 5. We'll think future. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're out of area, so we need to get the ancillary up. And the ancillaries, I'm learning from last time, I'm going to stick close to, if not, as close to our camp as possible. Yep, that's fine. So now what we're going to do, we've got this wood area highlighted, so that's where they can get their wood. We're going to get some lumberjacks in there as well, so we can choose from 2 lumberjacks. How many workers have we got? We've got 12 builders. Let's take one off there. We're going to stick an extra builder on here, or a lumberjack on here rather, so that's kind of flowing. We also, as soon as that's built, we're going to need some miners, which is fine. This is going to say that they need working. Yeah, that's fine. Super. So they can kind of get crack-a-lacking with that. Hopefully these will then kind of start getting built themselves, which is good. Now the only problem with this area is it's not very well guarded. There's not really anywhere we can kind of make our walls. So we need to think about maybe, we'll think about that for now, just for a second. We're going to keep it nice and slow. Some areas down here as well, nice maze kind of thing going on down here, which is cool. Right, here we go then. So we've got our camp. That's looking good in there. We've got some wood kind of backing up. We've got some rocks backing up. We need some food. We don't have much food. Well, we don't have any food at all. So that's the housing. The farm I've put down here as best as I can. So what we need to do is make sure that farm is up there as much as possible. So in this instance, we're going to need to get the building list, and let's get this farm as a priority. Top priority, makeshift farm. I'm then also going to make sure that we get this section down here harvestable. And I'm looking around for food. So there is some food here. So we'll just harvest that food for now. Don't want to harvest it all because then it'll start getting into trash and we're in again a whole new world of pain with all those slimes. Because if we leave it as is, then unfortunately, yeah, it's going to be absolutely no good for us whatsoever. Right, that's looking okay for now. So what I'm going to do is bring you back once everything is up and running. Okay, we're back in. So here we've got, as you can see, we're upgrading our camp. We've got these 4 houses built. I've already reclaimed that one, so that's 5, which gives us a total of 20 slots against the 14 people we have currently. We've got a max ancillary, we've got a max building, so that's why we're upgrading our camp in order to progress. But we're going nice and slow this time, and we're not just ploughing through. Now, looking at this here, it looks like chaos like the last one. However, that is not the case at all. So this is going to be the ancillaries. The ancillaries are going to be placed around the camp. Up here is going to be the residential quarter. As you can see, I've got a makeshift bow here in order to kind of attack those who are attacking. Like this slime here. We've got a trashy slime already. Hang on, let's deal with them ourselves. There we go. And we've got this dude here, yeah, in order to kind of get things done. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got attacked in the night, and the reason for all this trash is because the mine got burnt down, so that's why I've got to get it built up again. This dude is starving. Yes. We've got plenty of food to kind of harvest. We've got the food down here, that's the crystals. We've got food up here. I know it's not ideal, but, you know, it's... Yeah, see, we've got all these ready for harvesting. So let's have a look. There's the farm. Where is she? She's up there. Not quite sure why she's up there. That's going on. That's fine. Okay, so what's going on? Dehydration. She can't be dying of thirst because we should have plenty of water. Yeah, look. So we've got that much dirty water, that much normal water. We've got that much clean water in there, so in theory, we've got plenty, absolutely plenty for people to have a go at, so they shouldn't be starving, nor should they be dying of thirst. I've nearly claimed this. I'm just waiting for the board to get the board, and in order to get the board, we need the lumber mill up and running, so I'm just waiting for that. Ideally, we've got 3 people coming in. I'm going to assign them as builders. Well, we're going to get 2 builders, and we're just going to get 1 as a water master. Yeah, they can kind of run all them. That's fine. That's what I'm wanting. The farmers are up and running. Yeah, look, we've got plenty. Look, we've got the raw food going on. We're going to need to maintain... I'm going to say we'll probably just need to maintain a good, like, 50 for now. I reckon 50 will do for the minute. So get that maintained. Dirty water bucket can just be as is. I mean, again, if we maintain 50 on that as well, so they're not going crazy, that will also allow for expansion, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Last time I was going for building multiple of many, but actually what I really should be doing the smart way is to be upgrading them. And to do that, well, here we go, we need a carpenter, so let's take 1 builder off. That's 2, I know, and stick 2 on there. Let's get these boards made, which is cool. No production set. We're going to be making their boards, so we'll make 10 and we'll maintain 20. There, that's fine. Yeah, we'll get the board there as soon as we can. This mine is hopefully going to be up and running pretty soon, and hopefully the ancillary's good. That's cool. See, we can upgrade the ancillary. So if we upgrade this building to the next level, the next building will be functional while the villagers are upgraded. So yeah, the ancillary allows us to get organisers. The reason why we want organisers is so... Right, I'm going to stop this here. I'll come back to what I was saying. The energy side. I didn't really delve into this like we did before. Now, here we go. This is something, isn't it? The makeshift static tower that your villagers just completed uses energy. Buildings that use energy usually needs to be fueled with essence. You can generate essence by feeding an essence collector, Quilithum, that is refined in crystalleries. Living things like monsters, animals and villagers will also drop some essence if they are killed. If you have an essence collector, the stray essence will be scooped up and delivered to the buildings that can use it. So, to-do list. What we need is a crystal harvester. Once we've got a crystal harvester, we will then benefit from an essence collector. So that's something we need to kind of think about now. Once this is finished upgrading, we're at 75%. Once that's finished upgrading, that's something we can start thinking about, or maybe even we can look at doing that next episode, because now we've still got a few basic needs that we need to fulfill currently, which means we need to get crack-a-lacking. Now, we've got all this area down here that we can expand to, should we want to, which is fine. So here we are at dusk already. We've got the bow tower already in action, which is cool. We've got the boards coming on, that's fine, and that looks like sweet. So let's bring it back down here. We've got an extra 4 buildings to kind of crack on with. So in order to kind of make the best of a bad situ, I really want us to think about getting some more defence in. Let's get another tower. We'll go for another bow tower here, and that's covering there. So I don't think it will be out of place to have one there. One there. And one there. Oh. Like so. So we'll get these up and running. No workers in the mining facility. That's fine for now. We're not struggling too much for rock, which is okay for me. Here we go. Here's a few coming in already. So the bow tower's already at them. We've got a wild doggo here. I don't know whether he's going to help us out or what. I'm not sure. But let's get all this kind of up and running, which is really good. We really need to focus on defence. Before, we weren't really thinking about defence at all. It was our massive down... Well, basically what what made us lose miserably. We were getting absolutely hammered. Now over here you can see what they call it, a corruption. The corruption is really kicking off and it's really spreading across the island. I'm not sure how we can battle that. It's something that we're going to have to look at a little bit further on in the game, which is fine. We would also benefit from clearing out all this crystal, really. Oh, these are tree stumps. I thought they were crystals. Previously cut down, that will eventually grow back. Okay, if that's the case, we'll get rid of that and we'll allow them to grow back into lovely little trees that they are, and then we'll make sure that we just harvest these here, which is fine. And if these are the lumbers, you guys can start then looking at coming along here, which is fine. Cool. Right, night. Here we go. We've got night time. The monsters are open quote enraged. Not bothered, mate. I'm not worried at all. We need those organisers to start getting this trash. And oh no, it's not their job. It's the trash collector's job. We definitely need to get a trash collector down. We learned that quite quickly, didn't we? Trash. So we need a burner. So to get the burner, construction requirements, we're going to need cut stone for that. And what about this one? Wood. Landfill. Yeah, we're going to have to get a landfill in, and I think this is probably the best place for it. We'll get a landfill in there. Yeah, we're going to have to get a landfill in there. We'll also get an extra ancillary in as well, and we'll make that a priority. So we'll stick that there like that. We'll go to our build menu, which I think is I. No, L. L? Yeah, L. We're going to want the small ancillary top priority, and then actually let's get these top priority. That one's first. That one next. Like that. There we go. So we can kind of let them crack on with that. How's this looking? That's fine. We're going to be working on that as soon as they're coming in anyway. If there are any monsters that we can see that are doing some serious damage, then we will destroy them with our thingy. Like that, look. Boom. Fireball of doom. There's another headless, look. So it'd be ideal if we could get an essence collector around here, wouldn't it? How much do we need for an essence collector? Or what do we need even for an essence collector? Magic. Essence collector. All we need are rocks and crystals. See, that would be ideal here, wouldn't it? Because look at all these people coming from 108. How much is he on? 99. How much is he on? 81. See, I could help my pal out here, couldn't I? Where is he? There. He should be burning to death now. He's hopefully be burning to death as well. Help them out a little bit, which is fine with me. Okay. These are getting done. So who are you? What's your role? Are you a builder? He's a lumberjack, yeah, so he's doing as he should. She's a child. I'll be getting you sorted soon, don't worry about that. Okay. The small ancillary is kind of not getting done, is it? Is that because I think it's because we've done that. That's fine. I can appreciate that. We need that sorted out. I'm not too fussed. That's looking fine. So we've got plenty of wood right now. So what I might do then in this case is get the lumberjacks. Well, there's only 2 of them. Okay, so we'll keep the 2 of them on. I'm happy with that. Right, what's going on down here? There. Look at all of this, like, essence-y type things. I'm trying to click it, but I don't think it's doing anything. That's a well-placed bow tower. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with it. So there's a housing done. Right, that's fine. That's going to get sorted in a second. I think we've made it through the first night, but it's only going to get more difficult. So let's speed it up. Let's get through the night now. I'm going to bring you back as soon as we've got the ancillaries and the bows built and ready to go. Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh. Holy Golem. Holy Golem, who isn't quite as badass looking as I anticipated. Like, who is he? Like, what even is that? It's like a bloody pebble. Although he seems to be doing a decent amount of damage though, to be fair. Get on. I dig it. I should have done that before, really. Shouldn't I? And I didn't. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. I've built or there, he's dead, and he's going to be dead any second as well. Yeah, cool. I've built an essence collector down here. Let me talk to you about what I've done then. So down here, let's start from left to right. So we've got our lumber mill on the go. We've also got our boa. We have our lumber shack going on here. We've got the static energy tower, whatever, low energy. A tower that will do low level damage to any monsters in range. Consumes more energy the more targets that are in range. Yeah, no idea what that is, but whatever. What's that? Trash. Our deal. We've got trashers working. Hopefully that's going to bring the slime quality down as well. Lumber shack, we know that. But that's fine. We've got our ancillaries here. That's our main camp there. We've got our landfill and our burner. We've got the stone cuttery and the mining facility up and running. Here we've got our bow tower. We've got the housing here. Mother bow, another bow tower, and here I'm trying to get the essence collector up and running. So if you catch them down here, we've got a farm. I've upgraded the farm, and it actually seems to be working. We've got plenty of food on the go, which is great. We've also got a rain catcher, small fountain, and the water purifier here, and there's our well there too. So we've got a good kind of flow of water coming through. The tool smithy is something that's on the way, as well as the forge. As soon as the forge is done, we can then have the tool smithy in order to increase the quality of tools for our men, our minions, and then hopefully it will become more productive. Now, I need to get more people in, and I do think the one thing that we don't have this time that we had last time that attracted more people was a marketplace. And I reckon if we were to get a marketplace in, we should be good to go. So all we need is boards, wood and rocks, and that will then give us 6 available jobs, and hopefully it'll attract a few more people coming in. So I'm going to put this in the... It's huge. Damn. That really is huge, isn't it? I don't want to put it over this way because that's where apparently they're coming from at the moment. I will then put it in this far corner here in the hopes that we're going to be able to get that down, and it's not letting us because what's in the way? That thing. That, oh, it's typical. Is that going to allow us to do it like that? No. We need an area large enough. Okay, we'll stick it down here in the corner. Like so. That's fine. Right, so let's allow the harvesting of this part of the thing there. That's fine. And then finally, right, this is done. The forge is done. What I'm going to do is really focus on getting the builders up and running. As soon as the builders are up and running, then we can focus on getting some more people in and hopefully get a good kind of economy on the go. But until that's the case, there's nothing we can do. So looking at this, we've got 4 builders, 2 farmers, 2 miners, 2 organisers, stone cutter. Right, I'm going to take the organiser off and give it to a smelter. So we've got someone cracking on with the iron ingots. We could also do with 1 less builder and a carpenter for the boards. And finally, looking at that, we've got wood that's out. So let's take a miner off to a lumberjack. So then we've got the wood coming in for the carpenter. Now apparently we've got 2 people spare, but I think that will sort itself out in a second. Yep. And then the carpenter is going to be +1 anytime soon. Oh, it's going from there. That's fine. So we're still in the morning, which is great. We've got all of this down here. This is our burner, which hopefully is going to be giving us energy. Yeah, it's giving us energy, which is fine. However, we need to think more about defensive, because eventually they're going to get significantly more difficult. And these are yeah, well, it's been made, that's fine, and it hasn't got any energy yet, but it will do, hopefully. Yeah, look, they are sucking it all up. Can you see that? It's sucking up all the energy, which is good. That's what we want. I'm not sure what we can do with the energy, but I know we need it. I know that's a fact. So that will then feed into these, maybe. Hopefully that's a thing. So collects the essence from here, and it could feed it into here, maybe. Then once that's been fed into there, yeah, look, it's feeding it into there. Look, similarly, no, that's not, but that certainly is. That's great stuff. And hopefully there's going to be some things in range for that to kind of zap as well. So this is going to be our Tower of Doom. That can be our Tower of Doom. Okay, so down here, we don't have anything set. We're going to need, let's maintain 10 of those if we can. We'll maintain of each just for now. As soon as the iron ingots are done, they'll be able to finish off the tool smithy. Then hopefully we can then get the axes and the pickaxes. And once that's the case, then we're going to leave it to run for a little bit in order to kind of develop some kind of decent economy on the go. Here, look, we're needing stone and stuff. Here we go. This is more like it. So the Banner Nomads, this is exactly what we need. We need these people in because we're very short on people. What is there, 4 of them? Yeah, super. We've got 4 nomads, and hopefully we'll get even more when they come in from here. We will need to build an extra house because we've currently got 17 people and we've only got 20 beds. However, this extra 4 will take us up to 21. On there's 5, so it's going to be 22. So I will need to chuck in an extra house, and there's a perfect place for it there. So I might as well get that queued up right now, hadn't I? Housing. Yeah. So we're maxed out completely. So in this instance, 1, 2, 3, 4 una más. Oh no, it was 4. That's cool. 18, 19, 20. We've got 21. Yeah. So in this instance then, what we really need to do then is upgrade our camp once more. And to upgrade our camp, what do we need? Wood and rocks. That's not going to be an issue at all. So let's get that upgraded. And then we can focus on getting another house in for our new friends, and then once that's done and dusted, we can then hopefully get the marketplace up and running. Now the reason why I've only got 3 builders on, there's no reason at all. Look there, ideal. That's handy. So I'm assuming one of those people were children because I could only add an extra 3 on there. I'm not quite sure how old they were. Yeah, look, there's an extra child there now. So hopefully they'll be growing up soon, which will enable them to kind of produce or give us another opportunity for a worker. We're looking good here. We need to maintain 50 of each though. I can see that's been maintained. So I might actually get that maintained maybe down to about 30. So it's clearly we don't need that many. So it's about the food really we want to focus on. I can set, yeah, the views there, so I might as well just get all of the rest of this kind of harvested. The reason why I didn't harvest it in one is because I don't want any of it to go to waste. There's no point in it, any of it going to waste at all. So makeshift essence collector, that's fine there. Fantastic. Okay. We don't have any workers here. We don't need workers just yet. We've still got 7 left, and also I've got the golem that I can kind of summon as well, which is fine. We've got a decent amount of influence coming in as well, which is good for us. And let's have a look. The forge is cooking. He's already got 2 lots of ingots, 1 lot of gold. Okay, and we only need how many? We only need 2, so that should be fine. They should be doing that in a second. I'll leave that done for now, for a moment, on the basis that we've got like higher priority jobs for us to kind of crack on with. Now these guys are using the rock for the building and to store them. The maximum storage here is going to be 64, which is fine, so we're not too worried about that just yet. So we can make sure all that area is going to get cleared before we add any more in. Now looking down here, we've got him, he's going to be building that, that's fine. We've still got a decent area, well, this needs to be cleared out first as well, as does all of this here. So once this is all cleared out, we can start building upon that, which is fine. Now as soon as that's done, we should be good to go. We just need one more bit of iron, another iron ingot on there, and that's completed. Hopefully the wild dog will join us too, which is great. And as soon as this hasn't even been started, so hopefully come the next episode we'll have the market done and we'll have our settlement done. Then we can really think about adding more defences and checking out the magic section, so looking at the crystals and how the essences work. So that's it, that's our first episode of our first proper, after our first look even, and hopefully we're not going to get as destroyed as we did before. As always, put a comment in the section down below. Any tips, queries or anything, please do not hesitate, get it done. You know what to do. Gamer Ryan, see you soon.